It's getting crazy again at the showrooms. Are you ready? Don't FOMO, okay? Let me show you some headlines. Canberra Crescent residents achieves 40% sales at launch at a PSF of almost 2,000. Out of 376 units, they sold 150. 40% take-up rate. Fantastic, but not the best. Let's move on. All Green sells 54% of Promenade Peak on launch day. Average PSF of 3,343. This is for a 99-year-old unit again. So over here, they've sold 320 units of their 596. Fantastic sales. So congrats to All Green. But they have been superseded by their neighbor launch, which is actually River Green. River Green leads all for this round, and they have actually sold 88% of all units at an average of 3,130 PSF. So in total, with their 460 units sold, the three launches have brought in 900 new sales just on this weekend. Wow. So to say that it's hotcakes is an understatement. Maybe it's true, property trends are going to go up. Nobody knows for sure, but as always, I'm here to bring a balancing point and just to quell that heat a bit, because it's so easy to find examples that if we go in too rashly or too speculatively, we could get burnt. Let me show you one of its neighbors around the River Valley area, so Irwell Hill Residences. This launch was also doing very well back in 2021, selling 278 units out of 540, which is more than 50%. So City Development built this up very nicely. When I look out window, I can see it. But when I go and study the data, I'd like to show you a less rosy picture. Again, not that all new launch won't do well. I'm just saying, what if you bought something that didn't do well and you don't have the holding power, you could be in trouble. Take note again, right now, SSD is 4 years already. So there's no such thing as flipping quickly. You are in it for the long haul, and we don't know what other cooling measures government will come up next. Back to Irwell Hill, you would see that when they launched 2,700 PSF, correct? And we fast forward a bit, 2 years in, markets were roaring, but the PSF only trended up to 2,800 plus. I think this is just developer again raising their price and releasing units. Then sub-sales started to kick in, and then the condo TOP. So right now, there are a lot of people asking 3,000 plus PSF, which is all the red dots over there. But you see the actual transactions are still around 2,700, 2,800. I have a feeling it's not too easy to sell this now that there's competing units somehow coming up in the area. And for an owner urgent to get out, I think expecting 3,000 is not too easy. Minus away stamp duties, minus away agent costs, minus away interest incurred along even in the build-up phase, there is every indication that I'm actually in a negative position. But today, I'm here to share with you another point of view which I come to realize, and stick right to the very end because I'll be sharing with you how I'm investing. That is more interesting, correct? But I want to share with you this common point which I'm hearing a lot on the ground, which I would like to dispel. And this point is because nowadays there's ABSD, correct? Which means if you buy one house already, you are not likely going to buy a second house and incur 20% stamp duty. That is why the marketing message is right now, buy the biggest property you can afford. Buy the biggest one. Buy small, win small. Buy big, win bigger. Let me show you a case study that doesn't seem to work. We move to somewhere along River Valley also, because these are the new launches, correct? And we go to the Arvinia. This is data points for 2-bedroom units at Arvinia. And you see, okay, not bad. Made some money, correct? Because the trend is upwards. This is again the overall property prices going up. Not that there was some master plan redevelopment and stuff. Just overall trends going up. I'd like to show you 2-bedroom investors or homeowners seem to have made money, at least on average, because the trend has gone up. But conversely, if we plot the 4-bedroom units, we would see a different picture. Yes, there are some units now that sold slightly above what they purchased. They bought 3,004, now they sold 3,005. Very meager amounts. And this chart shows very clearly, big units may not do well. And if you realize there's something right at the bottom right, tada, a loss-making unit. This investor lost $1 million. PSF bought 3,300 in November 2021 and sold very recently for 2,862 only. Wow. Bull market property lost $1 million. How is it like that? Then bear market, Lagi worse, right? The main message is there's nothing wrong with this property. It's very likely something wrong with the investor. He or she may not have holding power, if not quite so urgently selling at such a lousy price. Which brings back again, if you want to buy the biggest unit you can afford, you're very likely going to overstretch your finances. You're going all in. What happens? Retrenchment comes about, divorce comes about, interest rates skyrocket. All these factors can cause you to lose your holding power, and what's the point if you put all in and you can't hold, and you all in lose also? Very silly, correct? Investment must always be prudent, what? Even if you think it's going to go up, there's really no need to buy small, win small, buy big, win bigger. This kind of reckless behavior can wreck a family's finances. With that, I'll move on to the next chapter, which is how I'm actually investing. If you've been a fan of this channel, you probably would have guessed how I've benefited from this massive wave up in property new launches. And it comes from this wisdom. In a gold rush, sell shovels. Sell shovels, the thing that you dig gold with. To elaborate further, Peter Lynch has this. During the gold rush, most would-be miners lost money, but people who sold them picks, shovels, tents, blue jeans made a nice profit. Now the property new launch feels like a gold rush, correct? Who is the lowest risk to make money from this? The person who makes money selling the property right away, correct? I'm not even talking about developer, I'm talking about the agency. If you agree, press on like and smash on subscribe also. I'll be sharing with you my own investment journey to help you in yours too. PropNex is my second biggest holding right now, and I have more than 200,000 exposed there already. Right now, my portfolio is more than 60% up in PropNex in less than 1 year. Deep down, I'm pretty sure I'm going to hit a one-bagger. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe there's a cooling measure tomorrow. Very simple, I can exit this anytime with a gain already. Again, it goes back to wisdom. In a gold rush, sell shovels. In this instance, the agency that sells new launches, and by the way, PropNex makes its biggest margin when they sell new launches. They earn commissions when a developer sells. Developer is very happy, but very often developer takes a lot of risk also. So to me, the least risky one is actually the agency PropNex. In my CDP account, I made more than 40,000. In my Tiger Brokers account, I've made more than 30,000. And in total, I'm up 75,000 already. No need seller stamp duty. Sell right now, also no problem. The capital at risk is only 100 plus thousand versus $2 million. Hopefully you've been a fan of this channel and you've bought PropNex a bit. Not investment advice. I'm just sharing with you how I play this game, and I'm actually very confident of holding PropNex because if you see what's coming up next, 8,000 launches in second half of this year. We've only started moving the treadmill and sales are running through the roof. I can't imagine what kind of profits are coming to PropNex. Very happy if it's big. And I used to think, wow, what if one day there'll be no more Singaporeans buying all these new launches? How? Sales will suck, correct? Anyway, PropNex will lose money. It's still a service anyway. But thing is this. On the ground, I speak with many friends, many private clients who have made monies in new launches. I get a very clear sensing. Once they have made monies there, they are very confident of taking advice to make another purchase after they have sold away their previous new launch. Nothing wrong with that. It's just a very natural inclination. When you make profits, you have that confidence. So the moment the name is available, the desire to get back in the market is very strong. That is why also I realize there's still ongoing demand, and I'm pretty sure if there's no major cooling measure, sales in new launches are going to go through the roof. I'm not sure the PSF, I'm just sure the sales will go through the roof. And that's why again, I own PropNex. Last rounding point, PropNex is one of the front runners thought by many to benefit from MAS's 5 billion allocation to small mid-cap equities. It is the dragonhead of agencies in Singapore. It's a highly profitable cash cow. And if you'd like to find out more of my previous analysis, I'll leave it over here. And if you'd like to find out some more juicy discussions about new launches, check this out also. With that, aside from me, I'll see you there. Invest safely, invest prudently. My message has always been consistent, be prudent, and I stick by it. With that, aside from me, I'll see you there. Take care as always. Goodbye.